Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here we go. And here is Doncic. Pass to Mutombo. To the inside. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport. The Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Now here's Butler. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Now, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad.
Pass to Mutombo. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Mutombo with the ball. About 3 off the mark. Butler feeling it out a bit. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Butler's got 5.
And that's an encouraging sign from Butler. He's a capable three-point shooter. He's just very selective.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Mutombo.
Oh, that was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. It's Aldridge penetrating. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Once Aldridge gets the ball at the rim, it's over.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Mutombo to the middle. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Jimmy Butler.
And that one, good.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Here's Mutombo, covered by Mutombo. Doncic with the block. And here comes Abdul-Jabbar leading the break. From deep, Thomas. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Mutombo. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Thomas gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Over in the corner, Doncic. Pass to Mutombo. Outside Thomas. Stolen by Weber. Goes up. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Oh, nice work by Mutombo in transition. Terrific at getting to the right spot in order to execute.
Mutombo with the ball. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Three-pointer, Butler. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. First quarter wrapping up here. It's a tie ball game. And will return shortly.
13. The away team, 13.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for the
And at a clean 7 feet tall, Andrew Bogut was made for that low post position. He can just feel the pain and has great instincts for finding the block.
Now here's Booker. Here's the screen. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Edey. To the left side wing. And stolen by Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
Such a smart offensive player. Leonard understands when to rise up there off the dribble.
Malone is doubled. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Leonard. Now Duncan. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Stojakovic with it. And stolen by Malone. Giannis outside. Who's back up? Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
personal foul. First team foul.
And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Shot clock at 6. There's a good screen. Duncan. And it's off from three-point range.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Yes, that goes in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Duncan. .135 left to play in the first half. And it's Stojakovic missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Now Malone. Kicks it out to Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Kicks it out to Booker. There's 53 seconds left for the first half of the game. Buries the long-range jumper.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Chamberlain. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Chamberlain got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time. It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Duncan misses. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Inside. And Bogut slams it in.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Los Angeles leading by 7. Butler with the ball. Leonard picks him up. It's Aldridge penetrating. It's rebounded by Leonard. Lets it go from 14. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And I love the confidence Booker has. He didn't even stop to think before letting that one go.
Not loose. Leonard with the steal. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the three from the other end.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. Again, Los Angeles. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving.
Oh, Leonard with authority.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Mutombo sets a screen. Three-pointer, Butler sinks the triple. He's got 10.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Duncan.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now Booker. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. It's Butler. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Duncan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
And Los Angeles with some changes. So he gets them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Down low. And finished off by Bogut.
And at 7 feet tall, Bogut, an absolute threat to finish above the rim, especially when he's got that kind of position.
And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Los Angeles leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
No good from Bogut. 36 seconds left in the third. Doncic outside. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And Kareem throws it down.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Pass to Bogut. Doncic with the block. Here's the break. Thomas gets a wide open look. Kept alive. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. And it's now only a one-point Los Angeles lead. From deep, Giannis. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Los Angeles on top, up by one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter, right? Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Doncic. Screen by Duncan. Pass to Thompson. And here's Duncan. Covered by Mutombo. Lock at 6. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's Weber. And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint. Easily rising up to take that one home.
Doncic with it. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Thomas. 5 on the clock. And he hits it to tie the game up.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Butler with the ball. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively.
And continuing to add to his offense over time, Butler excels at breaking down the defense.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Knocked away. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Pass to Thomas. Weber with it. Now Thomas defending. And here's the fast break. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And you can feel the adrenaline Aldridge has going through him. Fired up in a big moment.
It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Inside, Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Butler. Wembanyama with it. Shoots over Doncic. Wembanyama with the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Back to Duncan. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Thompson. Shot to stop the run. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Into the lineup for the home team, number 55, Dikembe Mutombo.
Outside Butler. Can't get it to fall. Thompson outside. Puts it up. He can't get that one to fall. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge,